All right, we're starting. Welcome to the Cars Unfiltered podcast. Today we have a special event on this podcast. We have Mike this time.
Yep.
And myself. And we also have... Go ahead.
Kristen.
And...
Tara.
Who are our significant others. We have specially flown them in today for a Voices of Reason in this adventure, which actually I have had some interesting conversations from people about what we're doing. Now that the truck runs,
What are we doing?
we're going. I mean, if people don't know, that's not my fault. I mean, maybe it is my fault. Actually,
Probably
it would be
your
my
fault.
fault.
It would be our fault.
Yes. So we're driving a 1945 Ford pickup, which you have gracefully tattooed on your arm there. There's a tire mark on his.
Pretty good,
arm.
right? I think I'm gonna get that tattooed. Yeah,
You
right there.
should.
Yep.
You should just take it in and just like stencil that right in.
It's good.
Yep.
Hey guys, this is what I want. Right
Yep.
here.
Exactly. But we're driving a 1935 Ford pickup from Detroit to Washington State to Alaska and back through Canada to Detroit.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So.
So you've been getting interesting reactions.
Yes, I've been getting interesting reactions from people. Now that the truck's running, people seem to think that that we're crazy. I've heard that word used a lot.
I have heard that word a lot. Yeah, when I tell people.
Yep.
Yep.
I've heard what's some other one? A lot of that's nice.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing.
Yep.
Yep.
A little bit of that.
A couple people have said, "Oh, were those trucks back then made to last that long?" So that's fun.
That's heartening.
Yeah.
It's very
Um,
heartening.
Yep. Which they are. Just FYI, they were. They made to last. We're going to be driving 12,000 miles, and those were originally off the factory. Came with what? A 9,000 mile warranty.
I highly doubt that, but it has a speedometer that goes to 99,999. So,
And as we all know, we all
got to go at least that far.
We all roll the odometers over
Yeah,
anyway, so that's at least
at least.
100,000 and 400,000 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So, as you can tell, we're not super prepared today. We're recording this on a rainy day after working on the truck a bunch. Mike's been putting in a ton of time, and ton of money, and been making progress.
I've been kind of making progress. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. But we do have a bed currently.
We do.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got all the gauges. So we got the important gauges hooked up, speedometer, namely.
Yep. Why is that important?
We need to know how fast we're going.
Oh, that's true.
You know, like
It's a rally. It's a time, stage, distance rally. So we kind of need to watch that.
yeah. So we need to know how fast we're going.
And we're not allowed to use GPS and things.
No,
So we have to manually
Tom's gonna have
calculate
to
that.
get pretty good at navigating in the next month. Good luck.
Right, yes. I was going to say, that's worked out well for us in the past.
But while working on this truck's a little bit stressful right now. Working on a general project car. Having a project car around can sometimes be relaxing, can it, Tom?
It can.
Why don't you tell them about your project truck?
So I recently purchased a 1985 Ford F-250 in very rough shape. It runs and drives, though. It's geared to be able to pull mountains, as far as I can tell. It tops out at 55 miles an hour. So, yeah. I just got the previous owner accidentally ran it into a tree, so I have some body work to do. And let me see what else. I got fenders for it already. I actually just picked up some tires today, and headlights, and
How much did you pay for those tires? Wheels and tires.
oh, I got 5 wheels and 5 tires, which are somewhat worn out. But they are... Well, actually, this is the whole thing. The reason I need to get tires is because the original ones are 16.5-inch rims, which you can pretty much only get, 3 different tires for. So this is the whole thing with a project vehicle. There's, research, weird stuff you have to go find out that nobody cares about.
Yep. Nope. Nobody cares about it.
But it completely distracts you from your normal things in life that you have to solve,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I thought wheels and tires were the same thing.
Well, they can be separated in some cases. So...
Pretty much all cases.
We hope, yeah.
Yeah.
Not so, what about skid steer tires? The solid ones. Can you separate those?
Yeah.
Oh, you glue them on? I guess they're
Yeah,
glued on or
they're
something.
bonded, you know.
Okay, interesting. Anyway, so yeah, having a project vehicle. I work with computers pretty much all day, mostly every moment of my life. Now that I think about it, so it's nice to go. Including right now. There's a computer in front here, and then there's computers, in my hand. So, yeah, we're gonna be posting this video on Instagram TV and Facebook. So I'm sorry if it's not steady. Don't really have a good setup for that right now. But yeah, it's just nice having a project vehicle, something that's not crucial to get to A to B, and I can kind of solve different problems as time goes. It's just nice.
Would you call your 85 a timeless vehicle, Tom?
So actually, yes.
Oh, why?
You know why?
I would agree.
You know why?
How would you like? Do you know what an 85 F250 looks like?
Not exactly, but I bet it looks cool.
Yeah, sure. Sure. So.
I have pictures of the actual one. Show you.
Well, don't show her though. Show her.
No, we want a good one.
I'll show you what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
No, we want a good one.
Well, actually, so this. Yeah.
Here, this is what it looks like.
You can show.
Oh, no.
Oh, you took
Oh,
a bunch of pictures. Wow.
And then
That's not what
Nice.
oh,
That's definitely that color.
There
Tom,
it
she doesn't
is.
think your truck's timeless anymore.
Which color?
No, I'm sorry.
I showed her
Wrong
this one.
timing.
Oh, that's like a classic color. It's
That's
like
a pretty good looking truck.
It's like a gray tan two
From
tone.
this angle, it's not bad. Not into it. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Yeah.
No.
But here's the thing. Somebody actually asked me this the other day. I was at the coffee shop, and her and her fiance, I'm not sure if they're married yet or not. Anyway, they said we would like to buy older cars, just because in case, basically not exactly prepper level stuff, but they're simpler and stuff. So if something happens, and in theory they can't be taken out by current EMP type police vehicles, right? And my truck.
Why are they paranoid? Are you guys paranoid?
Dude,
Are you conspiracy theorists, Tom? Don't answer that. I know you are.
Yep. You're about to find out on this trip just how much.
Oh,
too.
jeez.
That's right. We're gonna run out of stuff to talk about real quick,
man.
and I'm gonna open up the can.
Oh, don't anybody give him any fodder. No additional conspiracy theories. Don't send them in.
Yep. Well, actually, if anybody wants, I can send them some. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the level of stuff available. But this 1985 Ford is carbureted. I have not had a carbureted vehicle in I don't know how long.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear it was carbureted because
I thought you'd be proud.
Well, I am, but in 75 or 85, I'm sorry, is when the 460 went fuel injected. So I had assumed by that point the 351 would be fuel injected too, but maybe it was like later in the year that the 85 went fuel injected. So you got like a mid-year or early model year truck.
I don't know. Well, actually, I know it's like June or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an earlier one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this truck is basically should be future-proof, which is kind of interesting. Like the interior, there's no touchscreen, there's no apps, there's no software to update, right? Which is nice. And the same.
Doesn't the Bugatti not have any of that stuff to update?
Yeah, how would you know that?
Somebody told me. I was talking to somebody and they just happened to mention it.
So I recently watched the Doug DeMiro video about the Bugatti Chiron, and it was kind of interesting because the way that they approach the interior is that basically there's no any computers or controls in the vehicle there is like LCD backing behind them. It's very specific to what that thing does. It's not just general. It's just a screen with software and stuff behind it because Dodge new Ram trucks have this gigantic screen. Tesla Model S's have this gigantic screen in them, and that's great. And it's very versatile. Like they can change stuff in there, but as software progresses, the computers and the processing behind them are not going to stay current and be fast enough to do everything that they want them to do. So at some point, you're going to go in probably about 10 years after you buy your Tesla, and you're going to be like, I would like a new screen, please, with faster computer. Same thing with the McLaren 570 and the 650S and 720S. All the same thing.
Yeah, but it's still got so many sensors in the freaking engine management and transmission management and whatever system. There's got plenty of things to go wrong anyhow. So the
Well,
only,
yeah, but
the only
you
thing
don't-
that's future-proof is the interior.
Yeah,
and
but
how it looks.
You don't interact with those sensors on a good day.
You interact with them every day on a good day.
Hopefully not. Hopefully you don't know they're there. Whereas the interior,
Yeah, well, okay.
you see, yeah. But yeah, so the F250, 1985 F250 is timeless. F250, you like how I said that?
No, you know what's
F250.
Yes.
you know what's timeless is the 1935 Ford pickup.
Also timeless. Yes, yes, it falls in the same category. Yes, I would say so.
Which I think it may have stopped raining.
Did it? We'll have to check the radar
Yeah.
and see. But yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to make it Raptory a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. So Raptory is a word. No.
You're gonna try and make my truck Raptory?
I would try to make your truck. If you're gonna build a second
How?
truck, I know exactly how I would make your truck Raptory.
How? Let's hear it. How would you make my truck Raptory?
So you already have that like triangular suspension thing, right? So we can basically drop those
Yeah.
springs, and we can give your truck about 2 feet of travel in the back. So it's basically be a long trip. The next project, Mike, is 2020. We're gonna go to Baja, and we're gonna take a 1935 Ford pickup LT long travel.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
that's the goal. That's
All
the
right.
plan. Yeah.
If you say so.
Yep. 2020. Big year, big things.
All right. Whatever you say.
Mm-hmm.
You footing the bill?
Sure. Why not?
That's another summer without vacation.
It's
What are you
all
guys
right.
planning now?
We're gonna do the Baja.
In 2020.
Well, while you guys are doing the Baja, I'm gonna be in the Bahamas.
They're so excited. They're so excited
They
for
love what
this
we
trip.
do.
They do. They love.
They
They're
love what we do.
they're very supportive, and
Very loving, very
Yep.
caring,
and understanding.
very
And,
understanding.
yep.
The most understanding you could ask for.
Yep. And we really appreciate all their support.
Oh man.
Good. I like that.
Yep.
You got anything else today, Tom?
I don't know. Do we?
I got nothing.
It's like a 12-minute podcast, bro.
I know. But we're dragging it on right now.
I know. So in the car world, there's not really a whole lot going on. Chevy is bringing back the Blazer, but sadly they're not doing what Ford is doing. Ford, actually, the Troller is interesting. We did a post about the Troller potentially being the if you don't know what that is, Google it. Potentially being the new Bronco platform. Ford bought them back in 2004, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. something
And
like
then
that.
in 2014 they did a big revamp. So if you want to see maybe what the Bronco looks like, people are guessing that could be the platform that's going to be on. Well, it's very Bronco-y, actually. If you kind of
Yeah.
if you mess with it a little bit, like it could be.
Yeah, it'd be an easy conversion.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad if it was that over the Everest, which if you don't know what the Ford Everest looks like,
Oh yeah, the Everest. Oof.
you should go look at the Everest.
If it was the Everest, though, they wouldn't have any market share.
Yep.
The Bronco would tank.
Yep.
It would fucking tank.
They would ruin the brand. And there's the explicit rating. Bam! We made it 13 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hey, I told you we should be done, but
It's true. He warned us. But yeah, Blazer looks like they're gonna put something between the what is it? I don't even know. The Trailblazer and the Traverse is where the Blazer's gonna sit, and it basically looks exactly the same as those two vehicles, but just smaller dimensions. So they're, in my opinion, Chevy's not really holding up. The original Blazers are legendary, just like the Broncos and like FJs and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
yeah, the Blazer and Bronco were always like sister vehicles.
Yeah,
Like, competitive, but you know.
right. Like the Camaro and the Mustang, like
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
But Chevy appears to not want to participate in that kind of event or that kind of competition anymore.
It's like an escape and explorer had a baby.
Yeah, basically, pretty much. Oh, that's the Everest. Yep, that's the
Yeah.
Ford Everest. It's like it's like a bigger Ford Escape,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, that's kind of the only real car industry news that I think that's going on, really, aside from Ford and the train station.
Yeah, that's been the big hype. Right?
Yeah, which I guess I feel like that means Ford's going to get into trains.
I mean, it's possible. I don't have any idea, but there's always a possibility.
They bought a train station. If you bought a train
Without a functioning railroad to it.
all railroads are little pieces of iron strips, man. They make cars. They make millions of cars a year. I think they
but
can
it's
handle
all the
iron strips.
line though, right? You gotta buy all the property to go somewhere. Owning
If
the
they
railroad's no joke, man.
If they took
Vanderbilt was rich for a reason.
If they took half of their F-150s and turned them upside down and laid them as track, they could just have a piece of plywood as a train and float those suckers over there. Okay? That's how many things they make. Just saying. Think outside the box, Mike. That's your job at the Ford, is to think outside. I'm trying to help. I'm making you a better
trains
employee.
are no joke, man. All right, that's a logistical nightmare.
Well, I suppose. These days with land rights and things, it might be difficult. Maybe they'll make an air train. Which, as you know, we'll go back to conspiracies for a second. I'm a firm believer in the return, in the successful, environmentally friendly transportation of airships. I'm serious.
Yeah.
No, this has gone on for a long time. Actually, I have former employers that know of. I have talked about this ad nauseum with them.
Of airships.
Yeah, airships.
Yeah.
Blips, man.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to go to San Francisco in like 12 days?
Okay. Imagine this for a second, okay? Just imagine this, right?
I'm imagining.
You
I'm imagining.
You walk into a Starbucks type of a thing, cart or, place,
Yep.
okay? You sit down, you order your meal, and you leave the ground. And you start traveling.
3 weeks later, you show up where you want to be.
Who cares? You got Wi-Fi, you got, you got everything. Everything you could possibly want. You're instead of sitting at home, you're traveling.
To where?
Wherever your heart desires, Mike.
But
Airships.
no.
You could drive your car into a parking garage, and the parking garage
No, you couldn't.
could do that.
It's not. No.
It's a thing.
It's not a thing.
Well, we'll just have to see, I guess.
It's not gonna happen.
Well, all right.
You keep your wish, your dream to yourself. Yeah, I'm killing your dream here.
Hey, if Elon Musk can make a Hyperloop and a boring company, why can't I make an airship company? Just saying.
Just use Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's
What are you
already got
talking
the money.
No, he didn't. He came from South Africa.
Yeah, well, he already had made the money once, and he's lost it and then made it, and he's fine now. You don't have the money to begin with.
Now everybody else knows that. Can't fake the dream. But yeah, anything else going on? You think of? Oh, Adam. So a few people are out. Sal has stuff going on. Adam has stuff going on.
Yeah, Sal claimed
Yep.
busyness.
So that's why, and we're basically focusing on the truck and
Hardcore.
getting some other stuff ready. Mike's doing all the actual work, and I'm trying to figure out some logistics and technology things along the way. Just so we have some. Oh, Mike was on the news.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Fox 2 came out, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
One of those days. I did a little piece on the truck, so that's cool. I don't know if it's still up on Fox 2.
I'm sure.
Detroit Fox News, whatever.
Sure, if you search it, it's
Probably.
what was it called? It's called
It's
something.
Detroit Man.
Yeah.
Detroit Man rebuilds 35 pickup for 5,000 mile road trip or something.
Yeah,
Road
Detroit
trip of a
Man.
Lifetime
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, something like
Yep. So
that. Yeah.
that's we posted that. That's on our Facebook and stuff, so you can find it through
Now we
there.
gotta go.
Yep,
We're stuck.
we are.
We've announced it to people.
And actually, Fox is going to follow up, right?
Mm-hmm. Fox is going to follow up.
Cool.
So
And hopefully, when the truck is ready here, we're going to take a road trip down to our jerky sponsor, which
Zix.
I am personally very excited about.
I love Zix.
I do too. And honestly, like if they made us pay for jerky, I probably would still pay. Even
I'd
at this
probably
point.
still buy it.
I would, yeah. Yeah, it's a necessity.
I would be okay with that.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, I guess maybe we'll go see if it's gonna quit raining. If we can send the drone up, do another test drive, and get some footage. We're supposed to make the another episode for the Alcan 5000 on YouTube and Twitch. Now that we have some stuff kind of happening, we'll see if we can't get some clips for that. Cool.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry it's a little bit sloppier this time. Mostly it's the car industry's fault because there isn't really that much interesting stuff going on. I'm just kidding. Although I will say, like, I feel like the stuff that is happening in the car industry is not that interesting right now.
No, there's nothing interesting. They're still putting Dieselgate front page because there's nothing more interesting going on. So
yeah, I mean, I don't even know.
No.
Like, I'm waiting for interesting electric vehicles to come out. I'm waiting for something, some interesting stuff going on with mobility, transportation.
I'm just waiting for the next Nissan Micra to show up.
Oh yeah, is that even coming to the United States?
Probably not.
Oh, you mean the Sandero or Dacia Sandero?
Yeah, that too.
We're waiting. We're waiting for you, Dacia Sandero. All else fails, we'll take you to the Arctic Circle. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.